Have you ever stopped to wonder what your dog truly sees when it looks into your eyes? Most of us imagine they just recognize us as the person who feeds them or takes them on walks. But the truth is far deeper and more beautiful than you could ever expect. To your dog, you are not just a human. You are its safe place, its entire world, the heartbeat it waits for every day. What science has uncovered about this bond will surprise you, but what your dog feels in its heart will melt you completely. And if you love your furry friend even half as much as they love you, make sure to hit that subscribe button so you never miss the chance to understand them better. Ready to discover the way your dog really sees you? Let's begin. Have you ever noticed the way your dog stares at you as if you're the most important thing in the universe? In those quiet moments, whether you're eating breakfast, working on your laptop, or simply resting on the couch, there's something extraordinary happening behind those big, loyal eyes. Most people believe their dogs just see them as a source of food or entertainment. But if that were true, why would your dog sit by the door for hours waiting for you, even when someone else is already home? Why does your dog's entire body light up with joy the moment it hears your footsteps? The answer is simple yet so powerful. To your dog, you are not just a human. You are the center of its entire existence. Science reveals something fascinating. Deep inside your dog's brain, there's a special region that lights up only when it sees your face. Not any face, not even another human's. It's yours that triggers a spark of recognition and comfort. That means when your dog looks at you, it doesn't just think, "That's my owner." It feels something closer to, "That's home. That's my safe place." Imagine that, out of every person in the world, you are the one image burned into your dog's heart. And the connection goes far beyond recognition. Your dog understands you in ways you probably don't even realize. When you bend down after a long day and your eyes meet, it doesn't just see your face. It feels your exhaustion, your stress, your unspoken emotions. It leans closer, sometimes pressing its head into your chest, not because it needs you, but because it knows you need it. This is not just instinct, it's love in its purest form. Some people say dogs see us as pack leaders. While there's truth in that, the bond is deeper, softer, and far more emotional. Think of a child who runs to their parent when thunder shakes the house. That's how your dog feels when the world gets too loud or frightening. The fireworks outside don't just make it nervous. They send it searching for you because in your presence, every fear disappears. To your dog, your arms are the safest place it will ever know. And here's something that surprises many. Your dog knows you're not the same species. It doesn't mistake you for a giant, furless dog. Instead, it has developed unique ways to read humans in particular. Your tone of voice, your gestures, even the smallest flicker in your eyes. Your dog is constantly decoding these signals, building an invisible bridge of understanding between you. It's almost as if it speaks a secret language designed only for you, one that requires no words. This is why dogs are masters of loyalty. They're not loyal because they don't know any better. They're loyal because they've chosen you. And once a dog chooses, it doesn't change. That choice becomes unshakable, unreplaceable. If you're listening to this right now, chances are your dog has already chosen you, and that truth alone is enough to melt your heart. And this is only the beginning. Because what your dog senses about your emotions goes far beyond what science can easily explain. You won't believe how deeply it understands you, sometimes even better than you understand yourself. Have you ever tried to hide your feelings from your dog? Maybe you came home upset, forcing a smile, hoping it wouldn't notice. But before you even spoke a word, your dog was already there, tail low, eyes soft, pressing against you as if to say, "I know, and I'm here." That's because dogs don't just see the surface. They read you in ways you can hardly imagine. When you're sad, your body gives off subtle signals. Your breathing slows, your footsteps drag, even your scent changes with stress. Science shows dogs can detect these invisible shifts faster than any machine. And what do they do with that knowledge? They comfort you. They curl up beside you, rest a paw on your knee, or simply stay close in silence, healing you without a single word. Some dogs have taken this gift even further. There are countless stories of dogs detecting illnesses like cancer, diabetes, and seizures, sometimes long before doctors do. Their sense of smell can pick up changes happening inside your cells. Think about that. While technology is still trying to catch up, your dog's nose can already sense when something is wrong with the person it loves most. But here's the beautiful part. It doesn't know the science. All it knows is that you need it, and it will never leave your side. In fact, this loyalty extends beyond health. Dogs notice the tiniest details in your everyday life. If you wake up late, they know something's different. If you dress in clothes you don't usually wear, they sense something important is about to happen. Even the sound of your keys jingling tells them whether you're leaving for work or just stepping outside for a quick walk. They memorize these patterns not because they're obsessed with routine, but because every little piece of your life matters to them. And when life throws chaos your way, your dog becomes your anchor. No matter how loud the world gets, they bring calm. Just their presence changes the atmosphere of a room. Families fight, children cry, stress fills the air. And yet, a dog will quietly curl up nearby, creating a circle of peace. This is why so many people call dogs their emotional rock. They don't need to say anything, and yet they manage to steady us when we feel like we're falling apart. But here's something few people realize. Dogs can tell when you're not being honest with them. No, they don't understand every word you say, but they understand your tone, your heartbeat, your breath. Pretend to be happy when you're sad, and they'll still know. Try scolding them without real anger, and they'll see through the act. They don't resent you for it. They just adjust to the truth you're hiding. Imagine having a friend who can always see the real you, even when you try to cover it up. That's your dog, and this is what makes the bond so unique. They're not simply following commands, not just responding to food or shelter. They're responding to you, your emotions, your energy, your essence. It's a kind of loyalty the world rarely shows us, one that asks for nothing in return except your presence. But as powerful as this emotional bond is, it's only one part of the story. Because what truly sets dogs apart is the way they adapt their entire lives to match yours. And once you hear how far they go just to be in sync with you, you'll never see your daily routine the same way again. One of the most incredible things about dogs is how they shape their lives around yours. Unlike many animals that follow strict instincts or rigid routines, your dog bends its world to fit perfectly with yours. If you're an early riser, your dog learns to wake with you, stretching happily as you start the day. If you're a night owl, it stays up late, keeping you company in the quiet hours. When you feel energetic, it's ready to play. When you're tired, it slows down, curling up beside you. Your rhythm becomes its rhythm. Think about that for a moment. Your dog has its own instincts, its own natural cycles, but it chooses to put those aside. Why? Because being in sync with you matters more than following its own internal clock. To a dog, happiness isn't found in independence, it's found in togetherness. Even the smallest habits don't go unnoticed. They memorize the sound of your footsteps, the way you hold your bag, even the little sighs you make when you're stressed. Each detail is a signal that tells them how you're feeling and what they should do next. This is why it often feels like your dog knows you better than anyone else. Before you even speak, it's already preparing, whether that means running to the door with excitement or simply sitting closer when it senses you need comfort. This ability to read us so deeply is part of what makes dogs such masters at nonverbal communication. A tilt of your head, a glance of your eyes, even a subtle nod. Your dog catches it all. Some don't even need words or commands anymore. Just one look and they already know what you mean. Imagine how rare that is in human relationships, where even spoken words can sometimes cause misunderstandings. With your dog, silence often says more than language ever could. And perhaps the most touching truth is this: dogs don't just adjust to your actions, they adjust to your very being. Whether you succeed or fail, whether you're feeling strong or broken, they remain by your side. To them, your worth doesn't change with circumstance. Rich or poor, healthy or sick, joyful or heartbroken, you are always the most important person in their world. This is why many people say dogs are more than companions. They're mirrors of our souls, reflecting loyalty, patience, and love in its purest form. They don't care about your mistakes, your flaws, or the things you regret. All they care about is that you're theirs and they're yours. And if you're listening right now, nodding along because you know your dog has done these very things for you, take a second to appreciate how rare that is. In a world where loyalty is often fragile, where love can sometimes feel conditional, your dog is proof that unconditional devotion truly exists. But there's still one final truth that makes this bond unlike anything else on earth. It's the reason dogs never truly let go, even when time, distance, or hardship come between you. And once you hear it, you'll understand why your dog's love is the most powerful gift you'll ever receive. Even after everything science has revealed, there's one truth that stands above all the rest. Dogs don't measure love in years, in achievements, or in conditions. Their love is timeless, and once they give it, it doesn't fade. That's why, even if you've been gone for hours, days, or even years, the moment your dog sees you again, it's as if no time has passed. The joy erupts instantly, tails wagging, paws jumping, eyes filled with pure happiness, because for your dog, you never stopped being home. This loyalty runs so deep that it shapes the way they live every single day. When you leave, they wait. When you sleep, they guard. When you're sick, they watch over you, often refusing to rest until they know you're okay. And when you're happy, they celebrate with you as if your joy is their own. Every beat of their life is connected to yours, in ways we often take for granted. What makes this even more beautiful is how little they ask for in return. Your dog doesn't care about your flaws, your past mistakes, or the things you hide from the rest of the world. To them, you're already perfect. Every smile, every gentle touch, every moment you spend together is all it needs to feel complete. That kind of unconditional love is so rare, so pure, it almost feels impossible, and yet it's lying at your feet waiting for a pat on the head. And if you pause right now to look around, you might notice it. Your dog is probably close, resting nearby, ears just alert enough to make sure you're still there. It doesn't need grand gestures or constant attention. Just your presence is enough to make its entire world feel right. This quiet loyalty is what makes dogs so extraordinary. They give everything, expecting almost nothing. It's no wonder countless stories exist of dogs who waited months, even years, for their owners to return, never giving up hope. Or those who stayed by their human's side during the darkest times, refusing to leave no matter what. These aren't just tales of loyalty, they are living proof of a love stronger than anything else on this earth. So the next time you catch your dog looking at you with those deep, gentle eyes, remember, it doesn't see you as just a human. To your dog, you are everything. You are family, safety, comfort, and joy, all wrapped into one. You are the reason its tail wags, the reason it feels at peace, the reason it loves with a devotion that never falters. If you've made it this far, it means you already know how special this bond truly is. And if your heart has been touched even a little, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because there are so many more stories waiting to help you understand and celebrate the incredible love dogs bring into our lives. And before we close, here's one more thing I want you to do. Think about your own dog. Think about the way it greets you at the door, the way it follows you from room to room. the way it lays its head in your lap as if you're the only thing that matters. Now, take a moment and ask yourself, has your dog ever done something that reminded you just how deep their love runs? Comment below and share your story, because every bond is unique, and your experience might just inspire someone else to see their dog in a new light. After all the science, all the studies, and all the amazing facts, the greatest truth is simple. Your dog loves you without conditions, without hesitation, and without end. And if you keep loving it back, even in the smallest ways, that love will stay with you for a lifetime. So, if this video made you smile, cry, or simply look at your dog a little differently, keep exploring with us. Because each story we share brings us closer to understanding the most loyal companions we'll ever have. And if you enjoyed this, make sure to check out our other videos. You never know what beautiful truth about dogs you'll discover next.